Some of our biggest mistakes didn't start with a moment, they started with a thought that we kept chewing. This is Dr. EJ with Car Chronicles for Christians. Let's talk about it. Here's what's been on my mind recently. I was reading in the Bible and I remember back in the garden, God gave Adam a clear command. He said, don't eat from that tree. And what makes it even more interesting is that it wasn't the only tree there. You had the tree of life and you had the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now, people argue about whether it was a literal fruit or a figurative one, like they ate an idea, they ate a thought, a new way of seeing life. And honestly, either way, the point still lands the same. God gave an instruction and something got consumed that didn't align with what God originally said. That's the part I can't seem to get away from, because that's how it still happens today. Most people don't wake up and say, I'm about to disobey God. No, what happens is they start entertaining something. They start replaying it. They keep tasting it. They keep chewing it. And then the thought that they originally had starts sounding reasonable. And let's be real. Sometimes the thought doesn't even sound evil. It sounds smart, practical, safe, even mature. Like, you know what? Maybe I should just adjust what God said because the situation changed. But if you realize that's the same setup in the garden, the enemy didn't come to Eve with a pitchfork and a red suit. He came with a conversation, a thought, a question, a reframing of what was said. And that's what I mean when I say, don't eat the thoughts that contradict what God already told you, watch this, or what he has written in his word. Because people will absolutely insert their opinions into your obedience. And listen, I'm not anti-wisdom. I'm not against counsel. Scripture literally teaches the value of counsel. It says, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. That's Bible. Wisdom matters, community, and mature voices matter. But here's what we don't say enough. Counsel is meant to confirm God's voice, not replace it. A lot of people don't actually want counsel, they want permission. So they keep shopping for voices until they find somebody who will tell them what their flesh already wanted to do, or at least what the enemy is trying to prompt them to do. And what really concerns me is this. The thought can come through someone close to you, someone you love and trust, someone who actually means well. Not everybody who gives you advice is trying to sabotage you either. Some people are sincerely trying to help, but watch this. Sincerity doesn't make the thought safe. So you've got to know God's voice well enough to recognize when something, even something wise, is pulling you off the original word God gave to you. Because if God gave an express command or his word, he didn't give it as a suggestion. He gave it as the only way that actually works, even when life becomes difficult. He gave it to you knowing that pressure would change, knowing that the conditions would shift, knowing that new variables would come into play. And the test is whether you'll stay anchored to what he said before things got complicated. That's why this Car Chronicle matters so much, because not every new thought is a fresh revelation. Some thoughts are just forbidden fruit that are wrapped in a different wrapper. And you can tell by what it produces inside of you. See, watch this. If the thought leads you away from obedience, away from purity, away from truth, watch this, away from faithfulness, it's not feeding you the life that God designed for you to have. It's feeding you independence and separation from God, where you start acting like your own God, deciding for yourself what's good and what's evil, what's worth it, what's necessary, and the things that we love to say God understands. That's the tree, but the tree of life is different. Life sounds like God said it, I trust him, I obey him, even if it costs me and even when I don't understand it yet. So here's the question I had to ask myself, and I want you to ask too. What thought have you been chewing that you already know God told you not to eat? Because you don't fall into sin, you feed into it. And if you can change what you feed on, you will also change what's growing on the inside of you. So today, I'm not thinking about fruit like apples and oranges. No, I'm thinking about the one thought, that one idea, that one suggestion, that one alternative plan that keeps trying to make disobedience feel logical. And all I'm saying is this: if God said no, don't chew it. Hey, if you like this content, go ahead and like, follow, share, and subscribe for our next Car Chronicles moment. I love you. I'm out. Peace.